Well, I'm going to do a quick video. It's more of an update on the white smoke issue. This bloody car, I tell you. The white smoke has come back to bite me up the backside really hard. I have not been... I thought I resolved it. When we sat there and did the final video, have you sorted it out? I thought I had. I genuinely... I'm not a mechanic, I'm an engineer, and I'm not a very good engineer at that, really. I struggle through mechanics, and I thought temperature sensor, because that's kind of an airflow style thing, I thought maybe that's the issue. So we cleaned that, and it just so happened to stop the white smoke at that point. But what was really happening is the real problem had actually sorted itself out before I got to that, but only just. Let me explain further. So yesterday I headed off 20 miles up the road. I only made it 6 miles before the white smoke issue started up again. A Ford Raptor on the A14 overtook me. I thought, I ain't having that. Raddy Ford overtake me, it's not happening. Well, the Ford Raptor won the day, because as soon as I put my foot down to try and overtake him, white smoke, literally lost power in the engine. So I just sort of thought, okay, maybe this is one of those damn problems that is just going to be annoying. So I carried on driving. I then came off the road about 8 miles up the road onto a country road instead, because it was still pursuing. If I kept it under sort of 55, 60 mile an hour, it was fine. But as soon as I was pulling more fuel into the injectors, that's when it was crapping itself. So yeah, got all the way to Stowmarket, where I was heading. Well, actually Stow Upland, but I got as far as Stowmarket. I got as far as Muntons and Fisons, and at that point I decided to turn around. I thought, you know what, you are not going to make it. You are going to break down. Things were progressing, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. Now I got a full fuel tank, full of fuel. However, half of it came out of that lorry. It's all dirty oil. But saying that makes no difference, because I think the problems were in the fuel system anyway before I started. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. So I got it home, I did a code read, I deleted a few codes. It was coming up with fuel pressure regulator. As far as I know, I don't have one. I ain't got a high pressure regulator on that, so that must be fuel related, what's going on, not electrical related or anything else. So I then went back to Stowmarket that night after clearing all and deleting. And I got there and I got back, but it was still playing me up, but not as bad as it did before. Anyway, woke up this morning, went to Wilco's, bought myself a new fuel filter, as you do. As I should have done from the very beginning, but I did not. I had so much ready advice thrown at me when I put the question out, that the fuel filter ended up being from the first on the list to be checked to the very last on the list as I went through other things. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad thing to do what I did in going through it, because I pulled a lot of carbon out of there, and if I hadn't have done that, this thing would be running even worse than it is now. In fact, I probably would have broken down, to be honest with you. However, having saying that, this morning we put a new fuel filter in, and look what I found. That is out of my fuel filter. That lovely stuff. Look at that. Look at them. Don't ask what that black stuff is, because I don't know. I need to get this thing down to nearly an empty tank, and I need to drop the tank, I think. And I need to clean the fuel system out at a later date. Just another damn job. Flipping great stone guard over the bottom of that as well. That's got to be removed. Bearing in mind that every bolt will be rusty and probably snap on me as well. But there you go. That is what I found. So far, touch wood, everything is running properly. That doesn't mean there isn't more water in that tank. I suspect there's loads in there, and I suspect this problem is going to bite me on the bum again later on, but we know how to drain out the water this time. I'm going to carry a couple of jam jars with me so I can see exactly what's going on. And I think, and you tell me if I'm right in doing this, I'm even going to try and put a clear plastic inline filter in on one of the lines as well, so I can keep an eye on what's going through that. So if it plays up again, I should have a visual of what's going on, as long as it can cope. I think if I put it on the in pipe and not the out pipe, we'll be fine. And then we'll know exactly what's coming out of that bloody tank. But that tank does need cleaning out, definitely, without any doubt whatsoever. So I just wanted the wifey to get back, and then we're going to take it down the A14 in a minute. If I can get all the way down to Claydon, which is only about 4 miles away, if I can get all the way down to Claydon, and get all the way back, I'll be happy. I'll be more than happy. I'll call this a success, and we can get to Stowmarket tomorrow on Christmas Day, and go from there. So the update to this video will be on the next video. So if I don't see you before, I would like to wish you a happy new year, happy Christmas, happy new year, happy holidays, whatever your religion is, and we'll see you on the next video. And I shall delete the previous video because I'm talking shit. Laters.